Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't do it unless we play those three effective letters, EDH. What does it stand for today, Hadoken?
Y'all know what it stands for. It's a whole brand new year, but y'all still forget yourselves. It stands for excising deplorable habits. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The whole purpose of this is to change our ways, all right? We are coming into a new year, and we need to change up how we play Magic so we can throw out the old and come in with the new. So go ahead and set us off right quick.
So by changing our ways, you mean like we're just going to find ways to be more heathens and like just misplay more? We need to find ways to, we don't want to change in the sense of being different. We wanted to change in the sense of just like going deeper into our own ways, correct?
Exactly. I'm talking about we gonna do the limbo. When they go low, we gonna go even lower. That's what I'm talking about. If they hit the dirt, we go under. If they hit the mantle, we hit the core.
True growth is just committing more to your own flaws and just embracing them. That is wise. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Shakespeare said that. Or
a great band created a song called "Waking the Demon," and that's what we doing on this fine Sunday. Anyway,
resolution just means being more resolute with yourself. All right,
see,
it means reinforcing what you already been doing. All right.
The only thing that resolves is the spell on this stack that I use to beat you with.
See, we're changing from a Magic and Commander focus channel over to more of a philosophical channel. We want to philosophize about life things and the true meaning of pettiness, and that's our new direction for 2024.
Because I'm going to philosophize my foot all up in your behind. That was for Aristotle, by the way.
I was about to say, yeah. Which one of them? Thank you. We got to make sure we attribute the quotes that we use. We're not trying
Aristotle was the Ninja Turtle with the yellow headband.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I thought it was the purple one, so thanks for clearing that up for me. You got to be safe.
Gotcha.
So we want to get into some of our resolutions. We got resolutions in all different areas of Magic and Commander. So we're going to kind of jump around and talk about the ways that we want to change, puts it nicely. Which ways do we want to just, put our foot down and be more petty and heathenistic in our ways? So we'll start with the first one. Do either of y'all have any, deck building goals for 2024? As we get into this year, do you have any goals for just the general sense of deck building?
Well, of course we do. So let me go first. I've noticed that I've been way too nice in Magic. I have been way too nice. I need to put my foot further in y'all throat. You know what? I'm tired of giving people chances. I'm going to let you guys fight back and make this a competition. No. I see that that's disrespecting y'all by not disrespecting y'all more, okay? My whole point is I want to sit at the table and go, I am the arch enemy, okay? I am the Highlander. You have to beat me in order to be the king. The rest of this don't matter.
All right, so he's playing arch.
My only request. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, Ken. My only request is, can you put the foot down my throat before you put it down my behind, and not in reverse order? Because it just seems like it's already an unpleasant experience. I don't want to have that added to it. Is my only request.
Beggars cannot be choosers. But realistically speaking, I do want to try color combinations that I haven't tried before. I don't think I've built an Orzhov deck. I don't believe I've built the Grixis deck yet. So, because I lean heavily on red and green a lot in my decks. So my whole plan this year is to expound my playstyle and try to think of other ways of winning. And also one of my playstyles is focusing majorly on combat damage. So I also want to restructure that to do something else as well.
Ooh, fancy. I do like those, especially the combat damage when I feel that on a deep level. It's basically all I do. All right, Seb, what do you got for kind of deck building wise? What do you want to try? Are you going to build a non-Grixis deck? Because then I would be kind of worried and concerned.
First of all, to answer your question, no.
What kind of question is that?
Doubling down on Grixis this year, baby.
Exactly. All right. You guys will ask him, are you going to stop breathing air? What are you talking about?
Second, I agree with Ken. I've been way too nice over the past few years playing Magic. So I've reduced the number of counter spells that I play because since I'm playing Grixis, I play blue. I have access to blue. Maybe some red counter spells here and there. But I'm playing more counter spells this year. I'm tired of giving y'all passes to just do whatever y'all want, carte blanche, and combo off, storm off, secret commander off, whatever it is you're doing. I'm tired of letting it pass just because for the sake of the game to go by faster, we can go to the next game. Nah, I'm cutting that out.
It's like ghosts in black people's house. We don't have that. No, not in my house.
Not in my house.
We don't do that here.
So I'm playing not only more counter spells, but more free counter spells at that. I'm being a real heathen this year.
Oh, that is. I'm I almost wouldn't know how to react, to be completely honest, if Ced broke out a free counter spell. Because I feel like, Ced, you are the card I associate. One of the cards I associate you most with is the Black Fog. Is it Darkness?
No, not darkness.
Which is the
you're
one
talking about? The hybrid mana fog.
Yes,
black and white. Yeah. Batwing Broom.
That one. That is what I think of.
Yeah.
So when that
that sounds like a Marvel character. Batwing Broom. Jesus Christ.
Coming to you in DC Studios 2025. You heard it here.
That's the villain arc that will be finalized the day Ced finally decides to just say screw it and cast like a force of will on someone. We know there is no hope left in the world of like casual commander. It's taking a dark turn. All right.
True story. It's happening.
We're on our way
game
there.
table near you.
All right, we'll just blame Ken for it when it happens. Now, for my
okay,
resolution.
you know what? Before I move on,
Yeah.
I'm only countering Ken spells.
Now that's a resolution.
just to put an addendum on it, extra achievement.
Wait till y'all get back to me, because I'm about to tell y'all some new tech I got in my decks. Spoiler alert, Cavern Souls. But go ahead.
All right, so what I want to do, I would say similar to kind of a little bit of both of y'all. The first thing is I do want to try, and I've already started this process of playing decks that include and I'm going to it's hard for me to even say this word, but the color white. I'm going to put planes in decks, which is icky. It's icky.
You're going to change your draws right now.
Ugh. But I do actually, in a deck box right behind my head, I put together my old Vadrock deck because there's some new tech for it recently that seemed pretty fun. So I am going to try to branch out and try different color combinations. I think it's my biggest one. I play a lot of mostly 1 and 2 color decks and a lot of red and a lot of blue. And I think every deck somehow involves red or blue. So I'm going to try, I guess Jessica is not much different, but I'm going to try to slightly different color combinations in like getting to play cards, because I feel like I have a lot of like random white cards or a lot of Azorius cards or a lot of Boros cards and things like that just sit in folders because I'm like, these are cool. I'll never use them, but like hypothetically, if you could put these in a deck, they'd be cool. So I do want to try that. And I also agree, I want to play a little bit more cutthroat. I think I typically get involved in very long games and it feels like I have opportunities to kill people and I'm like, oh no, I feel bad. Whatever will I do? And it just doesn't like progress the game. So now I just need to do this. Like, it's like when they say like when you're giving a speech, you picture everyone in their underwear to calm down. And that's like the thing that you do. So I'm just going to picture everyone at the table as Ken, not in his underwear. So that way I can just attack and kill freely and not feel so bad about it. So that's my first, I guess, building resolution.
Seeing Ken not in his underwear is going to be such a change of direction.
It'd be so alarming. You're right.
I'm sick of y'all trying to confine me, all right? I feel free when I walk around my hotel in my drawers and socks. So excuse me if I just want to be me.
You're right. That would be the more alarming thing. I apologize. That's an image that nobody should ever... Ken fully clothed is an image that no one should ever have to picture. It's an unnatural state, and honestly, it was disrespectful, and I apologize. So next...
There we go.
Would you tell Sasquatch to put pants on?
Exactly.
No.
Why would you? Exactly. You don't know what's going down there. But going back to the topic right quick, just to piggyback off what y'all was saying, I got to tell y'all something. And you know what? I prayed about this. I had to speak to a higher power who told me no, but I did it anyway. Land destruction deck. I created one.
Thank you.
I created a land destruction deck. I told him it's finally happened. I'm taking lands now. The Geneva Convention has officially been revoked. I'm coming for lands now.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just jump in and co-sign with Ken. It's going to be my number 2 as well. I'm tired of letting y'all get all these passes go by with all your lands as well. Oh, my non-basic land can stop the game and just let me combo off right now. No, it doesn't, because I just blew it up. Or addendum, I'm still in lands this year.
Oh yeah,
I'm taking them.
Yeah, I have a Realm Breaker Walker, the artifact that mills 3 and takes your land. Yeah, that's in several decks right now. We Mr. Steal Your Land is coming. Exactly. We
Yeah.
manifested destiny over here.
Yeah, I'm taking all the lands. You can just call me. Who's the? There's actually a Esper character we've seen him a number of times that cares about lands. Why am I blanking on his name right now?
Dakin?
Dakin. Yeah. It's just all Dakin. Just taking all the lands. I've already devised the plan. I already know how to do it. Dakin is coming for your lands, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm gonna be landlocked. I won't even know what water looks like. What's an ocean? That's how much land I want.
Pangea.
Pangea. They don't know about Pangea.
I'm terrified. So it's a good thing we don't know anyone that plays Broken Lands. You know, that would be terrible for them if this was the new
Yeah,
thing.
we don't know people who just put a guy's cradle in every deck.
No, that would never happen. So I don't know who this could ever affect. Honestly,
And you know what? I don't even care that you left the state, and we're going to be playing a lot of Web Commander this year. But I'm taking your lands too, Derek. You're not safe from this.
Exactly. You're gonna have to put them in the computer. In the computer. Like when we destroy you, when I take them, you have to put them physically in the computer. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna fly all the way over to your state just to counter your spell in your face, and then fly back that same day.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, after Vegas last year, we had a very petty game of Commander, and I was left out in a desert to perish and rot. And I managed to crawl out, and they were just like, screw it, we'll still work with them. So I'm still in said desert, but now in a place with shelter and webcam equipment. So
No, tell them the real story. We played a game in Magic while we was in Vegas. He did something egregious. He brought Arby's to the table. He was like, "You can't come back to Georgia." That was how it went. And since then, he has been stuck out there.
they stopped me as I tried to get off the plane. And it was just like, no, we don't care where you go, but you're not coming here. And
I told TSS to take his socks. He ain't coming back.
Well, yeah. So I don't in news that y'all will appreciate, and the world obviously has to know. I live next door to an Arby's, and this is a thing that pains me to say right now, but I live next door to one in Georgia. So obviously that was a traumatic experience every day, and it's been replaced now by an In-N-Out that I live across the street from. So different levels of experience, different levels of life.
In-N-Out makes great burger, horrible fries. I don't care how much animal sauce you put on it, which sounds gross on its head. I want it animal style. Ew. But that's neither here nor there. Any other New Year's resolutions?
We're also
Yeah,
a food
Derek's
critique
your turn.
channel. But yes, more New Year's resolutions. So we already talked about deck building and kind of a few other things in that. What about, you mentioned some land destruction and things like that. When it comes to playing Commander, is there anything different about the way that we want to play Commander? So getting more into do we want to play more over webcam? Do we want to go to LGSs more? Is it one of those things where we want to get more games in? Do we want to focus more on playing like the same deck over and over to play test it? Is there anything about our scheduling of Commander that we want to do differently in this year?
Well, always we'd like to play more. I think online just gives us more access to everybody else. But it's, of course, with trying to be adulting, it is rather difficult to try to get out when you can. That's why when we do go to LGSs and all these other conferences outside, which we can't, by the way, Chicago, we're coming to Chicago, just want you guys to know, we actually look forward to these because we can literally spend all day playing Commander. And that's a rare feat, especially with all the responsibilities that all of us have.
Oh, for sure. Say, what about you?
I do miss the LGS experience. Being an adult, I don't really get to get out there as much as I want to. So I definitely can look forward to these conventions. But I think I am going to challenge myself to get out at least one day each month to maybe just jump around and try out a couple more LGSs just to see what's going on over there. As many people who watch the channel know, we are in Atlanta. There's not very many LGSs within the city proper, so I'm going to try to get out there to the outskirts. We call it Metro Atlanta. You're not Atlanta. We're going to get out to Metro.
If you ain't in the perimeter, you ain't in Atlanta. All right? If you in Gwinnett, you're not in Atlanta.
All right. We try to explain that to people who don't live here. But anyway.
Atlanta's
I'm going to try to get out
just
there to
all
the
of
Metro
North.
areas.
I feel like everything north of Macon, someone will call Atlanta at some point.
Yeah, you in Coweta County talking about you in Atlanta. Shut up. You barely in Georgia. You barely on Earth in Coweta County. But yeah, my whole plan, So I even got an outfit. I got a whole black shawl and a robe, and I'm just gonna kick open local LGSs with a fog machine, playing speed metal behind me.
Ooh.
First of all, we're playing Prince. We're playing Princes of the Universe, by
yes.
Queen.
It's a must.
And I'm gonna take it over dojo style. Like, who's your strongest in this dojo?
Who is the person that pays the bills here? And then I'm going to challenge him to a magic game, and then I'm going to cheat and kick him in the face, and then now I own this property.
I'm gonna left hand goes to grip the table, right hand's gonna flip it, and there's nothing they can do about it, and they won't see it coming.
As a matter of fact, embroidered on the back of my jug is going to be a quote by the great Clifford Harris. I'll take your cookie. So I would just want to know what they're getting when I get there.
That's how you know. Anytime anyone quotes the great poet and esteemed author, just philosophizer himself, Clifford Harris, you know things have gotten serious. There's never
expeditiously.
very, very much so. Now, but the thing for me, I'm actually gonna very similar to what said. I'm in a new city now. I'm out in Phoenix, so there's LGSs everywhere. I think all the LGSs that are not in Atlanta all just ran away here because I have 4 within like 12 minutes of my apartment. Like, it's just, and they're built. There's another one being built in the other direction, maybe about 15 minutes top. So I think I'm also wanting to do the same thing where I want to kind of hit a rotation and just hit up all the different LGSs in the area to meet new people. Because Ken, you mentioned it, like going to events and stuff and like meeting people and like getting to play in different metas and all that type of stuff is so much fun because I feels like, even when we do get to play, we typically go to the same places and get to play with the same people, which is awesome. But I'm going to try to just make like a circle round of just all of these different stores and get to, I guess, spread our heathenism to, I was going to say the world, but mostly just the vaguely Phoenix area, and start the process of spreading it to the world. Because I think it's fun. I do miss kind of like, I remember back before COVID, we all had an LGS we used to go to a lot in downtown or in Midtown in Atlanta that had closed down. And having that experience of like kind of that shop experience was always so much fun. So I definitely want to dive into that more in 2024. So I guess our last resolution that we're going to talk about is a greater Magic resolution. So this is not going to be specific to Commander. Anything with Magic in general. This could be about organizing our collections. This could be about buying cards. It could be about don't smack me for saying this, but playing lesser formats. It could be anything. So Ken, we're gonna. I saw the flinch there. Ken, we're gonna let you start it off.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep an open mind. And when it comes to lesser formats, I'm going to still refuse to play them because they are lesser formats, okay? I'm not going to go from a steak to a bologna sandwich, all right? Anybody else who does that, more power to you. And I'm not judging you, but I'm judging you. I'm going to stick with Commander. EDH is for people who like to fart in elevators and leave. My legacy is for people who wipe their behind with dollar bills. We don't respect that. Modern is for basic people, and standard is for people who like to, throw away money because that card that's good is about to get banned. You disgust me.
And Commanders for all the above.
Yeah, Commanders, all that. I'm not saying Commanders better.
So hold on, don't get us wrong. We're not sitting here talking like
we're not any
Commanders
better.
just like the bee's knees.
Oh no, we're degenerates too. We're pieces of garbage as well. But we know we're all the garbage. You guys are specialized garbage. That's worse. All right, at least we include everybody.
Yeah, we're not some elitist group or something like that.
No.
Would I call myself a Commander elite? Sometimes, but not really.
Exactly. When I'm in the mirror and in front of people, always. But yeah.
All right, said. What about? Wait, you didn't even Ken. You didn't even tell us what your resolution was. You just said you're not playing other formats.
Oh yeah.
It was to not play lesser formats.
Yeah, not play lesser formats.
Continue.
And if I can avoid that, that is my resolution.
All right, said. What about you?
Hey, you got to be resolute on that.
Somebody tried to trick me to play a Brawl one time. I had to cuss them out.
Disrespectful.
with his feet.
Exactly.
All right.
It's a lot of F and A words you can get in there with a bunch of stumps.
So my resolution. I'm going to venture into playing those commanders that I typically avoid. So just so you're not surprised when I do this, a lot of people like I said, if you watch the channel, you kind of know us, our backstories. I've hated Kalia since I've started this journey into Commander back in 20 something, early whatever. Yeah, I might actually build a Kalia deck just because, just to try it out, just to say, hey, I did it. Trying something new, leaning into something that I've avoided or that I hate is a strong word, but just avoid it for so long. So let me see what people are experiencing when they play these commanders that I typically avoid, just so I can more deeply understand the passion and feeling behind those commanders and the respect that they have among certain players.
I like that a lot.
I get that. You try to walk a mile in their shoes and then kick them off because they're uncomfortable.
Exactly. I'm gonna win with Kalia. Just let you know, I'm gonna build it just as nasty as you guys do, just so I can see the torment in your face.
Yeah.
I do like that idea of like a commander that you hate with a passion, attempting to play it and trying to like understand. Will I do it? No, because I'm like way too stubborn and I don't want to actually understand how people feel. What kind of monster does that? But I do like the concept of it. I think it's a good idea. And honestly, I think Kali is kind of fun to play against in 2024. Back in the day, it was not. Now it feels like there's so many terrifying things. Like throwing a demon at me is like the nicest thing you can be doing. So I will gladly participate. All right. So my last resolution, talking about branching out, it's going to go against everything Ken just said. I actually want to try Modern. I am looking to get into and try some lesser formats. So my two of my favorite decks, kind of across formats, I've always loved is Legacy Lands, and unfortunately, I will never build that unless I just go to my printer, because that's a lot. But I also love Modern Merfolk is one of my favorite decks, and it's gotten a lot cheaper in recent years. So I've already had a bunch of pieces for it, kind of just building them up over time. And the last few pieces I needed, I was able to pick up recently. So I'm going to start going to some Modern leagues and stuff on Fridays and checking it out and losing terribly, but learning about misplay. See, the thing is, a commander, I misplay, and everybody's like annoyed because they're like, oh, you missed this. And one-on-one, people are like, oh, great, you misplayed. This is competitive. I win. So I'm going to be like everyone's best friend because I'm going to just misplay stuff so bad. I'm going to be like, everybody wants to play against me. So looking forward to the experience. All right, but I think that's going to pull us to a close for our resolutions. So clearly, despite the fact that we don't want to change, we got some great goals coming for 2024. Are we going to achieve them? I mean, let's be honest, probably not, but we're going to try, and that's what matters. We thought about it.
One of our short goals is that for y'all to help us hit that 20K. We are a stone's throw away, and we need y'all to go ahead and tell that friend, to tell the friend, to tell that enemy.
Make more Google accounts. Subscribe, and then make another one, and another one, and another one.
We need you guys to be the DJ Khaled of these Google accounts.
Yeah, do it. All right, Sid, you got any closing thoughts for us, though, before we wrap it up?
Yeah, it was just kind of like we just alluded to there. Just, like, subscribe, tell a friend and tell an enemy to tell another friend to check us out and help us reach our milestone, reach our new goal for the year. But also make sure to check out our sponsors for this episode, TCG Player, where you can get all of your best new Commander cards, and I guess some of those other formats that you play those cards in. But you can use our affiliate link in a description below to get some of those cards from TCG Player and also help out the channel and also help out yourselves in the process. But, of course, also, they're still rocking with us into the AM, into the new year. Hey.
Actually, at this point, I think they're just doing this to make sure that we have clothes on. They're like, look, just make sure you cover yourselves. All right, we're doing this to save society. And, to give a shout out to you guys to let you know we will be at MagicCon Chicago, and we are looking forward to play with anybody who is willing to be brave enough to step up to the plate. We don't care where y'all playing. We'll be in the content creator area. We'll be by the concession stand. We'll be over there near the dealer's room. We'll be at the artist stand while they signing cards, whooping y'all behind. Don't run. Don't you run from this butt whooping.
We can play a game anywhere.
Yeah.
Do it.
I think they have a White Castle down there. We'll play there too.
And that's now you went too far. All right. See y'all next time.